Prabhupada would tell his disciples, "Oh, please take care of these deities, and you do this, ceremonies like Mangalarti and Arti, and so on." And after 1 month, the devotee would write to Prabhupada, "Prabhupada, could you tell me more about these deities? Who are they?" Prabhupada said, "Oh, they are Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. They are nothing but they're non different than Krishna, Balaram, and their sisters." Like the devotees just had just firm faith in whatever Prabhupada used to say, and they used to just follow it as it is. So yes, you need to serve the deity, serve the principles of devotional service with great devotion, and never aspire for liberation, not bhakti, mukti, anything like that. And then next one is a recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam amongst devotees. Bhagavata Artha Aswada. So it's not only the studying, but Aswadan. Is Artha Aswadan. And the primary example is Mahaprabhu himself. How? He used to go to Tota Gopinath temple along with Tota Gopinath. Who was there? Gadadhar Pandit, yes. Yes, yes. Right here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting. Nityananda Prabhu is here. Gadadhar Pandit is reciting Bhagavatam. And all the Swadha Goswamis, they are coming and hearing. And King Pratap Rudra is offering obeisances. Isn't it a beautiful, rare picture? Sri Bhagavata Artha Aswada Rasikai Saha. Yes. We have to hear Bhagavatam, discuss Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Phalam Sukamukad Amruta Drava Samyuta. That we have to hear and discuss Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. And then Prabhupada talks about that how we should, hear Bhagavatam not from any professional speaker, but from the devotees of the Lord. And we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam in the Parampara. And then he talks about how when Sukadeva Goswami, though he was very much attracted to the impersonal Brahman, but then once he heard the transcendental pastimes from the mouth of his father, he got attracted to Lord Krishna. He got attracted to Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Atma Ramascha Munayam. That even Atma Rama also get attracted to the Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastimes of the Lord.
One question.
Yes.
Within this one Shukal, so how does he attract it?
So how was he really attracted to the impersonal Brahman? Yes, there are various pastimes are there. One, of course, is really the Sukha, is the parrot of Radharani, and so on. The another one, right, which he really says in the verse number 219. So here we can see. Yes, Parinishtuti api kanya uttama sloka lilaya gruhita cheta rajasya akyanam yad adhitam. O saintly king is addressing to Parikshit Maharaj. I was situated certainly perfectly in transcendence, yet I was still attracted by the delights of pastimes which is there. So here Prabhupada also says that how that a person like Sukadeva Goswami cannot attracted by mundane activity, but when such a devotee is convinced by superior method, is certainly attracted by the transcendental activities of the Lord. The Lord is transcendental energies, activities. So here in this section, uh, it's a very nice section in the Srimad Bhagavatam second canto. So where uh, uh, Sukadeva Goswami, he really talks about how there are different literatures are there, which really so Sukadeva Goswami, he starts with how Variyana Ishita Prashna. Yes, there are so many questions, there are so many things to be discussed. But O Parikshit Maharaj, the question that you asked, what a person should do at the end of his life is the most perfect question, and that's why I should hear. And then he said that yes, uh, there are so many things to be heard, but usually the people, they don't know what is really good for them because they are so much engrossed. Gruhesu Gruhameti now. And yes, during the night time they just sleep, and during the daytime they do all the nonsense things, and that's why they really waste their time. And yes, people who, you know, these people, they don't know what is really good for them. They are really pramatta, they are really mad persons. Pasyanapi na pasya. They see, but they have not seen it. And then he's saying that, but a devotee, what he should do, they should not really follow this Gruhamedis. But Tasmat Bharat Sarmata Bhagavan is Sotabhikritam Smarta Vechikal. So if you want to be free from any kind of fear, you should Srotabhya, Kirtitabhya and Smartabhya of the Supreme Lord. You should hear, glorify and remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then you think that yes, the highest perfection of human life is achieved. Either by complete knowledge of meta spirit or mystic powers or Krishna service, is to remember Ante Narayana Smriti. The goal of everything is Ante Narayana Smriti. Either it's a Sankhya, your yoga, or you're performing your Srodharma. The final test is Ante Narayana Smriti. Whether you passed or failed, it really depends on did you remember Lord Narayan at the end of your life or not. And then he talks about that, O Parikshit, the topmost transcendentalists who are above even the regulative principles take pleasure in Gunanu Kathane Hari. Everybody relishes in glorifying the Supreme Lordships. And then he talking about himself now. He says that, oh, at the end of this Dwapar Yoga, I studied this great supplement of Vedic literature named Srimad Bhagavatam, which is equal to all the Vedas from my father, Vyasa. So he's saying that, he cites the example from his life. He was attracted by the transcendental activities and he studied Srimad Bhagavatam from his father. So the same thing, Prabhupada also saying that, this cannot be studied at home by one's intellectual capacity. So yes, there are so many medical books are there. It's not that Bhagavatam is there, we'll read on our own. No, a medical book is there, we'll read on our own and we'll become a devotee. No, one has to be admitted to a medical college and study the books under the guidance of a learned professor. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam, the postgraduate study of science of Godhead can only be learned by studying at the feet of a realized soul like Srila Vyasadeva or the representative Vyasadeva that we should hear. Although Srila Sukadeva Goswami was a liberated soul from the very day of his birth, he still had to take lessons from Srimad Bhagavatam from his great father, Vyasadeva, who compiled Srimad Bhagavatam under the instruction of another great soul, Sri Narada Muni. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Brahmana to study Srimad Bhagavatam from a Persian Bhagavatam. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is based on the transcendental name form attributes, pastimes, and encourage the very good places of the Supreme Person. Spoken by the Lord Himself. It's a Brahma Samhita. So here, yes, as we are discussing that, yes, he was a liberated soul, but then, they apani achari bhakti sikhai musavare. There really shows that as how, you have to really approach a spiritual master and you have to hear from the spiritual master. Like the Arjuna, he really, was a dear friend of the Lord, but then he really same Dharma Sammudha Cheta. That, oh, I don't know what is right and wrong for me. Oh Krishna, I am taking your shelter. So yes, this is similarly. So Srila Sukadeva Goswami, he is a liberated soul, from the very day of his birth. But then he took shelter of his father, Vyasadeva, and to learn Srimad Bhagavatam in detail from him. Yes. This is what it means, recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam amongst devotees. Okay. Any questions, comments? This is what I just read. Second canto, chapter 1, verse 9. How he became more attached to Srimad Bhagavatam. Then advancing with, associating with advanced devotees. Jati yasya snigdha Sri Bhagavat Bhakta Sangha. Associating with the devotees. Yes, somebody can read this. Yeah.
Associating with advanced devotees, as soon as one is fortunate to contact a pure devotee, one must be anxious immediately to hear. One who associates with advanced devotees will quickly become enriched with symptoms of devotional ecstasy or bhava, such as samvetantha, intense eagerness, and abhyartha kalatva, executing service without a moment wasted. Since seeing him, I cannot remain silently at home. I wish to go out to him always. If simply seeing a devotee can bestow such relations, certainly one will rapidly achieve genuine ecstatic devotion by actually serving a devotee.
So association is like a crystal stone which will reflect everything which is just put before it. So yes, we are what we associate with. So as a devotee also, yes, sometimes we get too much occupied with our members or with our group. We don't take seriously associating with our seniors. So it is very important also that we should associate with Swata Vare Snigdha Sajatiya. So how we should associate with devotees who can really helps us in growing. So that's what each one teach one, taught by one. That principle we always need to apply. Okay. Atha Sri Krishna Nama Sankirtan. The chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yes, please. Yes, ma'am.
Not next one. Maybe just this, whatever on the left side, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, right? So, but how these pictures all have been created? Like, that Prabhupada used to.
Prabhupada says
absorb
that
in-
these pictures are the windows to the spiritual world. These pictures are windows to the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada empowered devotees like Jadurani Mataji and so many devotees to paint these pictures.
So he used to tell them how.
Yes. Prabhupada used to tell the devotees about the details, and all the devotees empowered by Srila Prabhupada, they used to paint the pictures. It's not like some mental speculation or mental imagination.
But if you see, right, like there is lot of backside of
Yes.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda,
Yes.
there is that fight.
Yes, 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 yes.
Like the pillar.
Yes.
Showing the evolution.
Effulgence coming out of that.
Essence.
So he used to explain them how.
Yes, yes, yes. They're all perfectly trained under Srila Prabhupada. One time, one devotee had painted a picture of Radharani, somehow keeping garland this side and Krishna that side. And then Prabhupada asked, what does this picture mean? Is it that she wants to offer a garland to you or what? Yeah, sometimes when devotee used to commit some mistakes, then Prabhupada used to correct them.
Even the muscular Krishna.
Yeah, like
Lifting
they asked. Some devotee had created a picture with a muscular Krishna. And Prabhupada said, Lord Krishna doesn't need muscles to lift Govardhan. Prabhupada used to correct them. What is the right understanding of what should be the right mood of in painting the pictures?
That's more semblance.
You can just read this.
Chanting Hare Krishna Mantra.
He understands the picture and we get absorbed in it.
Yes,
That's
yes.
it.
This is like the windows. These are the windows to the spiritual world.
It is said that the saints have been able to hear the vibrating strings of the Veena in the
Veena.
hands of Veena, the hands of the Narada, who is always singing the glories of Lord
Krishna.
Krishna. Now the same sound vibration has entered my ears, and I am always feeling the presence of the Supreme Personality. Gradually, I am become the benefit of all attachment of material enjoyment. The sound being heard in this verse is Narada singing the glories of Lord Krishna, accompanied by vibrating strings of the Veena. Here, hearing Narada's Kirtana causes one to become the benefit of all attachment for material enjoyment. This complete detachment is a symptom of Bhava, namely Bhakti. Srila Rupa Goswami thus shows the Kirtana can immediately evoke devotional ecstasy, Bhava, even in a neophyte.
Which language is this, Prabhuji? Like, Srila is written as CRA.
Yeah. So this is not the right font. So if you put the Balram font, recently I changed my laptop. Okay, so I think all of us understand the Parama Vijay, the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, the glories of chanting of the holy names of the Lord. But some of the important quotes are here, which really talks about if somebody is really chanting the holy name means the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is present only on the lips of a person who has for many births worshipped Vasudeva. If somebody has already worshipped Vasudeva for millions of births, then only somebody can chant the name of the Lord Krishna. So the holy name is not material sound. Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purna Suddha Nityamuktam, Abhinatvam, Nama Abhinam. Okay, then there's living in Mathura. So, yes, this is residing in Mathura. Earlier one was,
Residing in Mathura, this is living in Mathura.
yes, as we said, like some of the topics are multiple times there. So now I would really ask you to spend 5 minutes, maybe in a group of 2. Right? All of us know this 5 potent limbs of devotional service. What are the 5 potent limbs of devotional service?
Bhagavad Shravanam,
Bhagavad Shravanam,
Shavas,
Sravas, Vaishnava Seva,
not chanting. Shravanam Kirtana.
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan, Bhagavad Shravana, Sri Murtira, Swadhyaya Seva, Mathura Masa, Sri Murtira Swadhyaya Seva. So, association, Bhagavatam, chanting, Dham Seva, deity worship. ABCDD. What is association? Sadhu Sangha, Bhagavat Sravana, Nama Kirtan, chanting, and then Dham, Mathura Vasa, and Srimurtira Sevaya, deity worship. These are the 5 aspects. So now I would request you.
Association Bhagavatam, I just want to
Chanting, Nama Sankirtan.
Mathura was downstairs. Srimurtira.
So take 5 minutes, and we have already discussed so much about all this, which is there in this chapter 13 also. What is the result and benefit of this? You can just take one. First devotees, 2 devotees can talk about Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Sravan, and Dham Vas, Mathura Vas, and Srimurtira Swadhyaya Seva. Sanatan Seva is doing Srimurtira Seva. Yes. Murlimon Prabhu and you can talk about deity worship, and you can say Dham Seva. Okay. So what is the benefit? Sastric and experiential evidence also. And the result of neglect, and the challenges in applying this principle, and what we can do to overcome the challenges. Okay. Advantage is you talk about Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, chanting now, then Bhagavad Sravana. Okay. Just 5 minutes only, not more than that. So what is the benefit or what is the result of these activities? Sastric and experiential. Through your experience, share what is the benefit of this, whatever you are doing, and what is the results of the neglect, Sastric and experiential, from the Shastras and also from your experience. And the challenges in applying this in your day-to-day life. What are the challenges and how we can overcome the challenges?
That we have so many. Third point we have so many.
You have to talk about 4th also, how we can overcome the challenges also.
sorry, Jack. The benefit of experience.
So you have to talk about Mathura Vas, both of you. Sanatan Saraswati, Srimurtira Seva. Okay, quick, please. We already 1 minute gone. 4 minutes.
Consciousness increase. That's confirmed.
One day, actually, get the loving and starts to love
Purification of the mind, spiritual, that's first point. Purification. mind and senses.
So personal relationship is the divine.
Personal relationship.
Okay, 2 minutes remaining.
Freedom from mental desires. What is the result of
Yes, in Bhakti. Ladies will become
The 64.
stone like but so if you worship, you can see there is a the challenges in applying to practice. So challenges is challenges laziness.
challenges in applying this project. Challenges in getting worship. Family members. Next challenge is constant
Consistency.
constant and consistency.
Consistency.
Constant mood also. Consistency.
So the dependency is proper sadhana. You want to do proper worship. Dependency is sadhana has to be.
That is last fourth point. How best to work it is perfect good sadhana.
Good sadhana.
Good sadhana.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Maintaining the purity.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Association.
Yes, please start. Okay, we'll start with association. Yes, it is mentioned that the mula of all the devotional service is sadhu sangha. Yes, let's start with sadhu sangha. The root and fruit of devotional service is association.
Hare Krishna. So first is benefits and results of associating with sadhus. So we observe keenly how the sadhus behave, not only in general with everyone. That really inspires us. I can just remember how Guru Maharaj came this time. So how when we hear from them, they are one, they are in the parampara. And Srila Prabhupada, when we hear from the Srila Prabhupada Vani, we really get inspired because they have one, they are realized souls and they are living the life of a Bhagavad. So they are Vyakti Bhagavad. So we see from their
behavior, their dealings with devotees, how in difficult times they kind of, what actions they do and not go haywire. So that is the benefit. This is one benefit that yes, how they conduct themselves. So we learn from their behavior, and also when we see what are the results of neglect. So am I on the right path? What am I supposed to do? The benefits, right? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so yes, so benefits of being in association. So basically, we also saw how, yeah, so yes, Prahlad Maharaj heard the Bhagavatam from Narad Muni, of course, while in the womb of his mother, and that in his when he actually came into this material world, he could conduct himself well because he had that association even in the womb of his mother that could help him, remain a devotee even while in the association of the demons. So that is one thing. I don't know. I'm not very clear on this, but somehow. Yeah.
Hearing from them, like we like they are coming from the parampara, so we will get the exact knowledge what they convey for us, and we might be purified by hearing their Vani, and we might be purified from all miseries and everything. And it's like a very, for applying this, we feel like every time it's a lack of time, we cannot hear and we cannot read every time. We can give the challenge, we feel like that. For overcoming this, somehow we need to find the time and we have to listen them and through the Vani or by associating with all the devotees and everything, like meeting or something like that, we should find the time and we should hear from them.
So,
Okay.
Maybe one example I would say is association. I think at least most of us came in association of devotees during Krishna Janmashtami, and that's how we
Very
started our
good.
journey.
Very good.
That's how
Yes.
we have started.
This is experiential. Yes.
Association really mattered. That one small association has brought us back.
Yes. Yes.
Even we anchor for the Saturday morning association, like
Very good.
so, like when it will be.
So it is means prasangam ajaram pasam atmana kabayo vidu soibasa sadhu sakrit makshodaram upavritam and 325:20 in Kapila Devoti Sambhal. There is nice. The attachment now, before coming to Krishna consciousness, so many material things, but the same attachment now we direct towards the devotees, towards the sadhus, and that really becomes us the impetus for the going back to God. Yes. Durlava manusya deho dehina kshana bhangira tatrapi durlava manye Vaikuntha Priya Darshana. Yes. To get this human birth is very rare. But the most rarest thing is what? To get the association of the devotee. We should be really grateful in receiving the association of devotees.
Those organizers of Krishna Janmashtami.
Yes. That's why it is called Tulayame Lavenapi. Just Tulya. Just lava. Lava matra sadhu sangha. There's little bit of association with the devotees. We cannot compare it with Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Namartyanam Kimutasi. We cannot compare with even the heavenly opulences or any other desires that we may get. What do we really get? Just with the movement of association with the devotees.
When we came to Bangalore, we got
association of like Sonia Mata. She's the one who actually started got me into devotional service. So I can never forget that.
Yes.
So just adding to Mataji's point, yesterday I was reading Sadhu Sangha. Even the intention of a person who is associating with the devotees might be different, but they get a pure devotional service. Example, Devahuti, Kadamuni,
Yes.
and Dhruv Maharaj got association of Narad Muni. Even the Dhruv Maharaj's intention is not devotional service, but associating with Narad Muni, he got pure devotional service. And
Very good. Very good.
Kalia with the wives, because
Mm.
Krishna gave mercy because of the request of the Kalia wives. So
So
these
even in these examples, even the unintentionally, they got association with the devotees, and they really got the benefit.
and the prostitute associating with Haridas Thakur, she
Yes.
got
Secret
mercy.
association. Yes.
So association is very important. Even our intention is not proper, but just blindly if you go and associate with devotees, the mercy we can get pure devotion.
We should take association. We should give association also, and that is the most beneficial activities. And in the discussion with Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, Mahaprabhu asked, Shreyo madhye kona shreya jivera haya sara. And then Ramananda Rai answers, Krishna bhakta sangavina shreya nahi ara. Right? There is nothing bigger, there is nothing auspicious, there is nothing more beautiful than the association of devotees. We should really take. This is our life and soul. And the most miserable thing for a devotee is separation from devotees, especially the devotees who are traveling abroad, or sometimes you go away from the association to our hometown or wherever. We feel that. दुखों मध्य कौन दुख है गुरु तारा कृष्ण भक्त विरह विना दुख नहीं देखी आरा Krishna Bhakta Vina, the separation of devotees, that is the real misery of a devotee. There is no other misery for a devotee. Yes. That's what a devotee should do. We should come in the association of the devotees and do Kathayantasya Mam Nityam Tasyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So relish, discussing Krishna. Okay, thank you. And what are the challenges and how do you overcome these challenges? Because yes, some devotees say that, oh, once you come in the association of devotees, we try to find faults, we try to discuss so many prajalpa. It's better that I don't go to the association of devotees. Otherwise, they say so many comments, always whenever I go, kya karte ho, mala badha hai ki nahi, oh, why are you not coming to this program, why not this seva, because I'm hearing so much, it's better for I don't go there. So, there are so many challenges also, because if you go to the Lord, Lord doesn't give feedback, but once you come into the devotees, Lord gives a lot of feedback, a lot of chastisement. So how do you overcome these challenges? Yes.
You have to come
Or
with
another thing that who will go? I'm really getting association of our mobile pro. It's good enough. I don't need any other Prabhuji's and Mataji's association because I don't have time. So how do you overcome these challenges?
Never forgetting from where we have come from, the starting point.
Yes. Very good. What else? Yes, ma'am.
These challenges are there, but then one has to understand that where there are no challenges, there are challenges in the material world also. And it is, Prabhupada says, it's better to, struggle in spiritual life than in material life. So challenges will be there everywhere. So it's really up to us how to pick and choose. And as far as not going for association of devotees, then that is our loss.
that one is to understand.
Yes.
But yes, so one has to be added, basically.
Any other thoughts? How do you?
Karma is getting modified. Like either
Karma
I
is
have done
getting-
something, so it is coming
Okay.
out.
So once you come in this, it's a karma purifier process. Like as we say, we are offering forward the deity means the deity is our karma purifier machine. So we just offer to the deity means our karmas will get purified. Yes, that is a
Challenge.
basic level. But then more than that we come in the association of the devotees for doing what? Paraspara anukatanam pavanam bhagavatam sangha. We come and hear. Mitha vrittirmitha tuste nivrittirmitha atmana. Come in the association of devotees to really relish the process of Krishna. But yes, there are challenges. How do you deal with the challenges?
What is the challenge in
Not taking the negative, taking the positive and all the negatives.
Yes. Yes.
challenges are to like we should understand that all of them have started. They didn't reach their end. So we come with very high expectations that if the devotee community, everyone will be good. No, right? They are also in the starting of the process.
Very good. Very good.
To understand.
We are in a hospital.
All of us.
We are in a hospital. Everybody has come to the hospital
Started here.
with some disease. Everybody is work in process. Everybody is having different diseases. They are taking different medicines. I should not compare my disease with others, or I should not compare my medicine with others.
We're not
So,
all
or I don't think that I am already cured of myself. Not yet. As long as I have this body, it means that clay sada. I am really still wearing this prisoner's dress. I am still a prisoner. I cannot pass comments on anybody else. And we are each other to complement each other. We are here each other to inspire each other to take this process of bhakti. Right? Yes. I always give this example of like earlier they used to lift plates. In the lift there is one hole here, another lift there is one hole here, and they put it together. They sew it so that on top of that I can take the prasadam. So yes, the different devotees are like different flowers, right? And the leaders of the congregation of the society, right? They are like the thread, which really binds them together. You know, the that's what their job. Like if you are leader of Bhakti Vriksha, if you are leader of a sector, if you are leader of a society, right? You're just like a thread. You're really binding them together. But just by taking the flowers and thread, you cannot bind them. You also need a needle. And what is the needle? The instruction of the Shastras, the instruction of the spiritual master, the instruction of the Acharyas. Yes, and that will help us, piercing through the flowers, piercing through the, goes through the ears and come to the heart. Right? So unless we use the pierce, only we put the thread, right? That garland will not be, stable and strong. We have to keep Guru Sadhu Shastra. We have to keep Krishna in the center. We have to use that needle. Right? If you use something else, the flower will break, the flower will get wilted. So yes, we have to make a nice garland and offer it to Krishna. Right? But that, we have to have flower, we have to have thread, we have to have a needle. So yes, that's what we are humble effort. We are just instruments. And all of us are meant to offer a nice, beautiful garland to the ourselves for their pleasure. Hare Krishna. Yes, let's go faster. Yes, next. But yes, we should prioritize, at least every week, at least I'll go to one program at like physical association. Okay. And online, if possible, I can do it. Or at home, within our house only, we can do some sankirtan with the kids, spouse, or some neighbor, or something. Somehow or other, we should come up with some practical plan also, not just leave it, oh, chalta rahega, theek hai. Is weekend nahi hai, next weekend jayenge, theek hai, next month jayenge. So always there will be some reason, there will be some excuses, but we should have a firm plan, right? Some devotees can come together, do some Mangal Aarti program. Like, okay, Like as we discussed in Mangalarti, like in the morning program, 48 limbs of devotional service are there. So how we can really come together and do Mangalarti at least once in a month. If possible, we should do once in a week, or if possible, at least kind of let's do maybe 2 hours each. Like it's morning program is let's say 4 to 5 hours. So you can do maybe Saturday, 2 hours, like all rituals, Gurvastakam, Tulsi prayer, and chanting, and maybe other day we just focus on Bhagavatam, discussion, prasad, somehow or other. And this morning programs, we should really establish within our community, within our society, or within our house. Somehow we should really bring these aspects. So we are discussing the 64 limbs of devotional service, so that we should apply it in our life. And these are the most important. And Prabhupada is writing that here, he's writing that this whole, the aspect of our movement is really this 5 limbs of devotional service. So our movement is really based on this 5 limbs of devotional service. Yes, ma'am.
The next limb is hearing. So hearing is one of the most important limb. Our Shraddha starts from here. So, Shastrical references, we see how Rukmini got attracted to Krishna by hearing, and how Prahlad Maharaj took the step of devotion, hearing in the womb, and our Sukadeva Goswami, how a person is being converted to a bhakta only through the process of hearing. And why we should do Shravanam of Bhagavatam is because it is Amala Purana. It is like considered as a ripened fruit of a mango, and it is been bitten by Sudhir Gopal. Means as a parrot, when a parrot bites any fruit, it becomes more tastier. So the Shravanam coming from the lips of a person, Bhagavatam, it cleanses the heart of any person. So that's why Shravanam of Bhagavatam is very important. And also, this Bhagavatam has all the pastimes of the great devotees, and how benefit to our personally is everybody has up and downs in their spiritual life. On seeing the pastimes of these great devotees in Bhagavatam, we can learn how they have overcome these hurdles in their life. When we take our Pandavas, they went through so many problems. The Draupadi and Prahlad Maharaj, even his own father has created so many problems, and Amrish Maharaj, and how we can know how to surrender to the Lord even in the tough times. That is the benefits of hearing Bhagavatam, and even the results as well. So we will get the process of surrendering.
Very good.
So, and it's a medicine for the conditioned souls. And we get a lot of knowledge, which is like a booster capsule for us. So whenever we want to do our preaching, just a hearing can help us a lot.
Very good. Very good.
Then third one, the challenges in applying this practice. How to getting practice in life. So attentive hearing is very important in life. So here attending Sunday feast. So that time, sometime attending, sometime not attending. That is very challenges. And then mind is also sometimes thinking about something that time. So that also, and then lack of time. So that is another challenges. And then no taste of hearing. That is one more challenging in life. And then how to overcome this challenge. Then hearing in association is getting more benefit. Otherwise, nothing. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, some have that Bhagavatam book, Bhagavad Gita book is in home also. That time, that is not getting the taste. Once we have to getting the association only, the taste will be coming. And then senior devotees only taking the class means that purification happens. That's why devotees attract that one. So attracting the hearing, impact of hearing, and then that is another thing. And association with the people who are taste to for hearing, and then surely kill all kind of inauspiciousness in the heart also. So hearing, so that is why hearing is more important than others.
Very good. Any other ways we can remove the challenges, how we can establish some process, some SOP at home to improve the test of our hearing. Srimad Bhagavatam.
Prayers.
Prayers,
We can
okay.
keep pendrive in the car whenever.
This, yes,
Driving.
while cooking, while driving, while doing a personal service, like, we can set our home appropriately, set our environment appropriately, so that once you start the car, okay, the class starts.
All
Yes,
Right.
proper schedule.
Yes, we have a proper schedule that, okay, it's not also that, okay, whatever, and it comes through our WhatsApp university only, we are student of only WhatsApp university, right? So we should systematically hear,
Database.
systematically study. Yes, should systematically study. And Prabhupada writing, scrutinizingly we should study. We should discuss amongst the devotees. So whenever we come in this, devotees, we should talk about, okay, what we have been discussing, what you have heard, what you recently learned from Prabhupada's books. We should discuss. We discuss them, and that's where, as you rightly said, yes, we might, read it, we might hear it, but still, we might not be able to release it. We might not be able to apply it. But once we, hear from other devotees, once we discuss with other devotees, right? Once you contemplate them, how do you really apply? Then it really goes deeper, right? Yes, and yes. At the same time, we must have some, goal in life, right? Like devotees, they say that, okay, I want to, study Srimad Bhagavatam,